Pour egg over zucchini for a delicious meal. This is so easy to make and it's so good. Here we go. So I'm working with one zucchini, and what I'm going to do is place this cloth and my box grater here, and I'm going to grate this medium to large zucchini. I've cut off the ends. And you could thinly slice zucchini or julienne, but ultimately what you'll want to do is to try to squeeze out most of the water content and moisture from the zucchini. So shredding it makes that a lot easier. Okay, so what I'm going to do is add a pinch of salt, mix that around. You can let it set. This helps to draw out most of the moisture from the zucchini, and you'll want to just kind of twist the cloth and press any moisture and water content. This is also a good method if you are going to make homemade zucchini bread. And I skip this step and it gets soggy if you bake it into bread, so make sure you squeeze out the moisture. So I have some rendered bacon fat or grease that I keep on the side of my stove. I'm going to use that last little bit, and here is a small baking dish. You could use something like a 6 to 7 square or round cake pan for this. I don't even think this baking dish is 1 quart, so something less. Okay, so here is my prepped, grated, and pressed and squeezed zucchini. So I'm just going to add that as the bottom layer to my greased baking dish. You could also butter your baking dish, but I actually like to have rendered bacon fat for things like this. It adds a lot of flavor. Okay, so just continue to sort of create this bottom layer. Now I'm going to beat 5 large eggs in a bowl. I'm going to add a pinch of salt to the eggs. Here I'm going to shake in some onion powder and some smoked paprika. Season with Italian seasoning. You could add garlic powder, salt, pepper, it all works. Use what you've got. So I'm going to just combine those and now pour over the zucchini. Okay, with pouring the egg over the zucchini and baking, totally works. But I'm going to add some sliced Roma tomato, just 1 large Roma tomato for this, to cover the top surface area. And you'll want to preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. I have baked this particular dish in a 400 degree Fahrenheit oven. That also works, you just have to watch the cook time. So I've grated some Parmesan cheese, and I'm just going to add that on the top of the egg and zucchini. You could also sub the Parmesan with your favorite sharp cheddar cheese. It totally works. I actually sometimes use Oaxaca cheese. It just depends what I have in my fridge. Now I'm going to add the sliced tomatoes. Sometimes I like to add Italian sausage into the mix with bell peppers, onion, and mushrooms. It makes a great variation to this baked dish. It's so good. Okay. Last tomato, I'm just going to shimmy that right into the corner, and you'll want to bake this in a preheated oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 25 to 30 minutes or until it's cooked in the center. This took about 30 to 35 minutes in my oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, but you'll want to watch it to make sure that it's just cooked in the center. Cook time always varies, but this smells amazing and I'm so hungry. And this portion will definitely feed 2 to 3 people. Okay, so I'm going to let this hang out because I'm going to serve some toast on the side. By the way, I make this for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm going to go ahead and cut into this, and you'll notice there is some moisture at the top. That is not egg, that's actually moisture from the tomatoes. But if you want to bake it longer to let the moisture evaporate, you can do that. But trust me, it is cooked through. And I'll show you once I put this piece on a plate. But this smells and looks fabulous. So this meal is perfect, like I said, for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, brunch. I sometimes like to cook chicken breakfast sausages as a side to this. And like I said, the combinations of what you mix into the egg is so versatile. It's so good. I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it. And thanks for watching.